Applauding the visit by the non-governmental organization led by Mr. Kevin Nnadi, the Sangari Shabu, Alhaji Mahmoud Umar Bwala said the Traditional Council on its part is working relentlessly towards making sure that anyone who molests the girl child is made to face the consequences according to stipulated laws. On the issue of the low level of girl child enrollment in school, the royal father attributed it to poverty and ignorance, noting that if government and the relevant stakeholders take urgent measures to address the menace, the poor rate of girl child enrollment in school will reduce drastically.
This issue of harassment, we must do it seriously. Our religious institution must come on board. Parents generally must do it. We need to secure these young ladies from this abuse in our institutions, higher institutions. That is what is being cried all over. The ladies are crying in our primary, in our secondary schools. We have cases here, I remember that's why I was calling this Minister of Justice. We have cases where even small girls of primaries. So these things are there all over. We must take deliberate measures to come against some of these things. The rate of poverty, I know, is encouraging most of these things, but we must know that it's all our effort, our doings that make some of these things to strive. So I'm so happy sincerely for this advocacy.
While noting that the only way to encourage girl child education is for government at all levels to provide free education from the primary to secondary levels, the Sangari Shabu, Alhaji Mahmoud Umar Bwala, called on his guests to extend such advocacy to other relevant organizations in the state to achieve set goals. On his part, the Executive Director, International Center for Accelerated Development, Kevin Nnadi, revealed that the advocacy followed a recent survey carried out indicating poor enrollment of girl child in the state.
But if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. The number of girls and adolescents with chronic needs in education remains very high in Nasarawa State, with nearly 60% of school children and adolescents of secondary school age being out of school, and with girls disproportionately affected. To this effect, when it comes to education, many parents fall short in choosing what is right for their children. Even with civilization in the world, many parents still prevent their female children from going to school, and a practice that is observed to be traditional and common in Nasarawa State and peculiar in northern Nigeria.
Mr. Kevin Nnadi expressed hope that the voice of the traditional rulers in making pronouncements for the eradication of traditional barriers such as early marriage and forced marriage militating against girl child education will help in no small measure. The non-governmental organization was also in Ageragu town, where he paid a similar visit to the Jemigili Dr. Ayuba Agwado Audu and intimated him of the same purpose, where he promised to mobilize his subjects on the issue at hand and to see how it can be addressed. Mary Madiki reporting.